Welcome to Daniel's Star Trek Cast. I'm your host Daniel, and we just watched Star Trek Picard. And let me tell you, it's a really, really good episode. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, it was great. What did you think, Jacob?
I actually thought it was pretty decent. Like for like a Star Trek viewer, um,
Mhm.
I actually liked this first episode. It was emotional. It was like action packed at the same time, if you know what I mean. Like with the twin, the first twin, she was cool. Like I liked the scene when those Romulans came into her like hotel flat room, whatever, and killed
Mhm.
her boyfriend, and then she started like fighting them. That was the most coolest scene of all time. And she was pretty badass, I have to admit.
Yeah, she was really good. I mean, like, I think she was an android or something. She was like a synthetic, and like she
Yes, yes.
knew how to
She
fight.
supposedly. So okay, so supposedly, she's the daughter. Well, she's one of the twin. Well, one of the twin daughters of Data.
Hmm.
If anyone knows who Data was an android in Star Trek Next Generation, right?
Right.
Yeah. I'll let you talk more, Daniel, if you want.
Well, okay, so this girl was the daughter of Lieutenant Commander Data from and yeah, this was like completely surprising. I just loved it, and we first see her in her apartment, and she's drinking wine with her boyfriend. And when I first saw that, I was completely jealous because I was like, "Wow, he has such a hot girlfriend, and that is so cool." And they're drinking some. I mean, he goes to the replicator and he tries to replicate her like a slushy or something. You know the stuff you get from 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Um. Anyway, he tries to replicate her that, and all of a sudden these guys just come in, like they just transport in, and they kill the guy. They just throw like a knife at him, and he just dies right there. And so he dies. He falls to the ground, and then they grab her, and they kind of hit her a little bit. They beat her up a little bit, and then they put a bag over her head. And all of a sudden, she just kicks in. This program kicks in, and she just like kung fu, and she kills everybody. And I'm like, whoa, that is so cool. You know, that was like, yeah. I mean, I knew she was like something of a fighter because you saw it in the trailers, right?
Yeah.
So that was cool, and I'm just like, whoa. And then she goes off. She just leaves after she finds out she kills everybody. She just leaves, and then she goes after. She's like walking around like the streets and stuff, and it's
And I love
raining.
how Picard. Sorry, Daniel. I love how Picard discovers that painting, and she's in the painting of what Data actually made, which was pretty really
Yeah.
interesting. How like Data foretold basically before he died. Spoiler alert. Basically his daughter from before he made her or whatever,
Hmm.
which was incredible. And yeah, man, like this first episode was so solid. You have no idea. Like for a Star Trek series, I love this series more than Star Trek Discovery. Probably going to get bashed for that, but yeah, this series was incredible. Card was like the first episode was incredible. I know we're only on the first episode and we're going into this season brand new, but yeah, what can I say? For the first episode, great, solid episode, emotional. Um, but yeah, the stakes are high for this season, and man, I cannot wait for more episodes. I have to say that.
Yeah, me too. It started off really, really good, and yeah, just it makes you interested in what's coming next, and like you want to know who is this Dodge girl. I know like they say she's like Data's daughter and stuff, and Data made two of her or something, like
Yeah,
twins or
they're
something,
they're both twins. Yeah,
and she looks just like a person.
yeah.
And I remember, like for example, when like Dodge found Captain Picard, and well, he's not a captain anymore, but
Retired captain.
yeah, well, yeah. he was an admiral, but then he just quit because he said like the Federation kind of abandoned the Romulans and stuff or
Yeah,
whatever.
he's gone underground basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like then like exactly then she finds him and she tells him her story and they talk a little bit and then he sends her upstairs to nap and the next day she's gone and they don't know where she is. And after that, you see her running in the streets, and it's raining again. And then, like, someone somewhere, like, gives her a program or something. I don't know, like a message.
That was her. I'm pretty sure that was her mother that called her. Well, she
Yeah,
called
I
her
don't, I
mother.
don't think so. I think it
No.
was probably somebody else.
Okay.
Somebody else, like maybe it was like a program or something.
Yeah.
Because he told her like, "Oh, find Picard" or something, and like, and then the next day she found him. But then those other guys, those like Romulans, I think they were Romulans. They found them, and then they had to run away from the Romulans, and like I just loved it when she was like fighting those guys. That was like so cool. Like she was just running into it, and she was just kicking ass and stuff.
Oh man, that was a badass scene. How she was just like fighting those Romulans, like trying to protect Picard, basically.
I just, what? That is so cool. I mean, I wish that is. I wish more girls were like that. Unfortunately, they're not. So, but that is so cool. I mean, she was protecting him, right?
Yeah.
That was so cool. But then, like,
and then, spoiler alert, she blew up.
yeah, she blew up. Like,
yeah.
they spat something at her or something, and then she was like, I think it did something to her, and then boom, she exploded. I'm just like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, neither was I. I was like, damn.
And then he woke up and he's like in his mansion, not his villa or something. He's in his villa, and they're like, you're talking to him, and it's like, oh, what happened? Like the police found you and they took you back here and stuff. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's cool. And like that is just, yeah, it was really good. And then they were talking, and then he found out, oh, there were two of them, right? He found out there's two of them, and then it cuts to like in space, like they're like just like a space station or something. No, wait, it's a Borg cube actually.
Wasn't it like a Romulan space station there?
A space, yeah, it's like a space station.
Yeah,
and then like this Romulan guy. Yeah, there's like this Romulan guy who is like walking in the station, and he walks up to a girl who looks just like Dodge, and that's like the twin sister, right? And oh my gosh, she is so much prettier, in my opinion. She's so much prettier. I know it's the same actress and stuff. I know it's the same person, but it's a different. Is like a different character or something?
It's just interesting, like, to know that like there's another twin out there of her, basically.
Exactly. So like, and then he talks to her. Like he talks to her and stuff, and he gives her a bunch of. I think it's bullshit what he told her. Like he just told her that just to get close to her. Like, oh, my brother died last year, and and then he's like, well, you don't want to know this, right? And she's like, try me. And she's like, oh, that's just, and then he goes near, he tells her more. For anybody who doesn't know, that whole thing is a ploy. A lot of guys do that.
Of course it is. Like, you can tell he's probably not the main, main villain. There's probably there's probably like a bigger villain than him that's out, like, that's running the whole organization of this space station kind of thing. Because yeah. I think you see in the trailer him talking to someone about the girl, about the girl, and that she doesn't know who she is and stuff, and that he hopes basically it remains that way, but that it's going to all backfire eventually, and basically she's going to find out who she's basically related to once Picard actually finds her. So that she's going to. That it's going to be, that the stakes are high, that basically she is going to discover who she is, the other twin.
Yeah. And like the whole thing is like a ploy just to get close to her. He just told her that just to get close to her and stuff. You know, like oh, like I had a brother. He's either a brother or a sister, and she died last year. That's just a ploy. You know, like because he wants to get close to her and stuff. And then in the next episode, he's like, okay, well, wait a second, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Like it zooms out, and then we see it's like a board cube.
Yeah, all these ships and stuff, and you see
All
all the
these
ships
ships
and stuff,
come out of the board
battleships.
cube, and it's so cool. And they're using that as like a base of operations or something. I don't know. They're building weapons on there or something. It's so cool.
It kind of reminded me of what's it called? Demon, like Demon's Run from Matt Smith's era of Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Demon's Run kind of thing.
Yeah.
In a way, like I don't know, like it sounds stupid, but it did kind of remind me of like the Demon Run, like Demon Runs, whatever, headquarters, whatever. But yeah, man, this first episode was incredible. Like you have no idea how incredible it was. Like yeah, there was probably some minor scenes that were like but like this episode going into it, like because I haven't seen like Next Generation. I've seen some episodes of Next Generation, but this is like going into this new series called like Picard. It's a whole new generation. It's a whole new kind of cycle of a new era of Next Generation, basically. And I'm so hooked on this series. Bring it on. Bring on season 1. Can't wait for more episodes to come. Patrick Stewart, man, he's awesome as Picard. And yeah, I'm so hyped for this season.
Exactly. It's so good. It's just starting, and like I'm really curious. I'm really fascinated to see what happens next too. It's so awesome. And in the trailer, we see like this new Dodge, android or whatever she is. She does the same thing. Like the guy who tries to get close to her, she beats him up or she kills him or something. Because we did see a little bit of that in the trailer. So yeah, this guy's just a pawn. He's like a pawn, and we don't know. We got to find out who's actually behind it. And yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, I heard so many rumors about where the show is going. I heard, this show is gonna connect to the, remember the Kelvin universe?
Yeah.
The movies, like
Yeah.
the one where the new James Kirk is from. I heard that this show is gonna connect to the Kelvin universe like soon.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, because we haven't seen that universe in like since 2016.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, it would be interesting if they visit it once in a while and see what happened, because now they can, because CBS and Paramount are back together again, so they can do it. So, but I'm really, really fascinated to see what's coming next, right? Because I've heard so many rumors. I heard that I don't know. I mean, Mecha Random 42. She said that like Beverly Crusher dies in episode 9, and for those who don't know, Beverly Crusher is like she was like the ship's doctor, and on the Enterprise D in Next Generation, and I was like, okay, and I can't wait to hear more about this attack on Utopia Planitia. I think they said 92,000 people died or something on Mars, and that was just like, whoa, okay. And like this whole thing is very, very fascinating. I just can't wait to see more.
Yeah, same here. I totally agree. Like going into this season, I think it's going to be a really interesting first season. It's going to, like, the stakes are going to be high for this first season. Like Man, I'm so ready. I for my like rating for the first episode, I would probably have to give it a 9 out of 10, like a 9 out of 10, because it was a good episode, and that's how good of an episode it was.
Yeah,
And yeah, it just got me hooked straight away just watching this first episode, and yeah, I loved it the whole way through.
it was good. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 as well. It was really good.
But yeah, overall, if anyone, if anyone wants to join the Daniel Star Trek cast, we are going to start doing more of these, talking about Picard, and Star Trek Discoveries when it comes back for season 3. So if anyone if anyone's a Star Trek fan out there, and if they want to join the Daniel Star Trek cast, please comment down below. Let me know, and you guys are more than welcome to join the Daniel Star Trek cast. Talk about all things Star Trek on the Daniel Star Trek cast. It will make Daniel very happy if people can come on board, join the Daniel Star Trek cast, and talk about Star Trek, what Daniel loves. So yeah, if anyone's interested, please comment down below if you guys want to join. And yeah, just feel free to send me a message.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you have any ending thoughts that you want to give, Daniel?
I think I said everything I wanted to say. It was awesome. I just can't wait for the next episode. And yeah. Also, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't. Well, okay, I'm going to say it right here. Did you get the link? What I gave you?
I did, yeah.
This Section 31 show will begin filming this May.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, I am so excited for that show. I know a lot of Star Trek fans are not because you're like, oh, Section 31 is not Gene Roddenberry, it's not Star Trek, it's like CIA or something in space or whatever. But I can't help but feel very excited for this show. I can't wait until they start filming it.
Section 31 is going to be so dark, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be so. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like a western mixed with a spy thriller.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna. If you thought Discovery was dark, the Section 31 is probably gonna be much darker.
Nice. I can't wait for that one, then.
I mean, do you watch James Bond?
I've seen James Bond, yes.
Yeah, it'll probably be like James Bond mixed with like it'll be spy thriller mixed with western, which is really great. I think is a great mix, in my opinion.
Phil,
I know that
actually,
may be,
wait,
what?
Daniel. Writing for Section 31 series has already started. So the writing has already started for Section 31.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm just so excited. Yeah.
And they have someone from Shadowhunters on board, Section 31.
Shadow Hunters? Like which one? Who?
He played Magnus Bane.
Oh,
I'll
the
show you.
bald guy?
Yeah, the bald guy.
But he died.
He's coming into Section 31.
I know, but like the thing is he died. How can he come back? Yeah, this guy, yeah, that guy. How can he come back?
I don't know. Like, it says that. Well, I don't know if he is coming back or not. But like, I don't know. Is he coming back or no?
I hope so.
That's what I mean. Like, he is a TV actor now, so I guess he could come back in some way. Yeah, but overall, thank you one and all for tuning in to the Daniel Star Trek cast. This has been a discussion of Picard Episode 1. Yeah, please make sure to go follow the Daniel Star Trek cast. If anyone, as I said, anyone wants to join the Daniel Star Trek cast, please feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, we'll set something up. Thank you one and all, and Daniel, we'll let you end this off.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Daniel Star Trek cast. This is Daniel and Jacob, and we'll be back soon. Oh, by the way, shout out to him. Shout out to Anti-Trekker. He's the best. You gotta check out Anti-Trekker. He's the best.